Well, I've got a story. It's not a pleasant story, but it's a necessary story. And it's the 5 avoidable mistakes my family made preserving the family farm. It took me many years to be able to come forward with this because my profession, I'm a humorist and an author and a singer. But this event unfolded in our family's farm life in an effort to make the right decisions. But that's not how it went, sadly. And even to this day, there's so much damage. But I will tell you, we did the best we could with the information that we had. So my husband, on top of our having this very difficult story to tell, he works with farm families. He was a peach and cattle farmer. I grew up on a tomato farm. And he's taken his expertise and he works with farm families. The reason I'm saying that is because this is just not one big sad story. It is also things to do to line up for successful farm legacy planning and to protect those involved and to do the right thing. So I've included a very short video. They're all scenes from our farms we're very proud of and trying to share it with you all. And because I do believe it's a very important thing to do simply because there's so many families that are experiencing difficulties in going to the next level for preservation. I offer this program along with doing a keynote. I mentioned to one meeting professional that I had an add-on event that I could do in a breakout session. And I didn't even get it out of my mouth. And they said, we need that. And it's so very true. We all need to learn successful legacy planning techniques. When I went to the Farm Bureau convention this past year, I realized the value that's in the program. And the testimonials, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. And folks started texting me and emailing me saying, you don't know how much this means to my family. We're in the similar situation that you are. And this is most valuable. So I realized I need to share this with other folks in the ag community. So I hope you get in touch. I hope you realize that this is not only a story that really happened, a true story, but it's a story on what to do to avoid it and what things you can do and techniques moving forward to preserve your family farm. This program is for folks who care about their family farm and want to see it sustainable in the right hands. So I hope you get in touch with me. Jenkins Herlong, 803-480-1190 or jane@janeherlong.com. Thank you. I wanted to show you this beautiful tree and a comment that I have made, like whatever happened to us. We have deep and strong roots. Daddy called me and my sister, there are 3 of us, and said, I'm going to give your brother the farm, that this was not good, that it was coming. Something was brewing. Almost a year after that, when Daddy, he dropped dead, just dropped dead on the floor right by his recliner. And everything really started to unravel. And the first thing my sister said to me, you had a bigger wedding than me. And I knew right then. Mistake number 1, my brother should have been provided for. Periodically, we knew that he was using drugs, not providing for that child that needs help. My parents had one of the biggest arguments I think I have ever heard after Daddy got back and Mama got back from making their will. And Daddy said this to my mother, Eleanor, do you know what we just did? And she said, no, it's too complicated. Daddy blew up. He said, let me tell you something. You better learn this or you're going to regret it. Boy, did those words come back. My mother's house was in foreclosure and her entire farm was going for sale and it was in a Les Pendants. And my mother's recovering from open heart surgery. He said, I got probate experience. Oh no, he didn't. And he confused all of us, but I wouldn't sign. Therein lies all the hate towards me. It just devastated me to have to tell my mother that my 10th grade educated daddy had done everything in his power to help her have a secure future, and it was all going. And y'all, that's one of the hardest days of my life. There's only one thing left to do. You got to sue your daughter. And Mama did. She did it. And it tore our family up. And I'm telling you, it was some of the worst behavior I have ever seen
in my life. The biggest takeaway should be, you can never do the right thing with the wrong people. Fail to plan, you're planning for failure. That is so true. He said, you have got to have a plan in place. Somebody's mental health will be ruined over this kind of stuff. I kept hearing my daddy, take care of your mama. Don't let them do this. Don't let them do this to your mother. My daddy didn't raise a wimpy woman, or my mama. I wish daddy had done some things to have avoided what happened, and I wish mama had learned it. But I'll be the bad guy all the day long if it comes to taking care of my mother.